welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate.
Breaks into the open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Got his man downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. And it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Going to sling it on second down. He's got him. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on second down. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there down 7-3 as they open this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right in the face mask or right in the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Running behind that left side. Finding open areas. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing a noise on third down at the dope. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Michigan.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Hawaii dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A strike downfield. There he goes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Gets it past the marker. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's a heat. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Fires to the right. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown Seminoles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Got him downfield. moves and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Wolverines are on the move. Off play action. It's complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on second down. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Takes it on the shovel. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces third and long. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time.
Just flying through the foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in their recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Dirk was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
This defense might be reeling it. Scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a center ball who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Michigan. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Dropping back, it's Berry. Unloads it left. That pass is incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. This time it's complete. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Knowles want to move quickly. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Pittsburgh. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when to go. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Forced out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here comes the heat. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I don't think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-heavy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush is on him. Going right and going deep. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the read. He'll take it himself. Turning it on. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the ride. Keeps it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The Sneak scores it.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up. That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires to the big fella. Brings him to the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Makes the catch. Made a defender miss. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quick release on the RPO.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Oh, he makes the catch. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. No huddle here for the offense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dances away. He's open on the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the moves. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass pass play in prime position for a score.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Red pass, it's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quickly complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Caught. Touchdown, Wolverines! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Sperry. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
To throw, it's Sperry. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Gets it out quickly. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll move the tight end. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas Tech endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Lubbock.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ring?